Perception in the market is that, okay, the hotel industry just about got lucky because there was G20, there was World Cup. Next year there would be elections, which means that there could be delay in decision making. Big events obviously will not be there in and around election. Is that a concern? Is that a valid risk?
Not really. I think it's very difficult for people to believe, because of the volatility in the business, that this could be a sustainable, profitable business. I think that's the real concern, right?
Because you've never seen such a long good period. अच्छे दिन इतने लंबे देखे ही नहीं.
देखे नहीं. So when the landscape changes and you are well positioned to take benefit of that change, I think most important is to recognize those macroeconomic factors that could positively influence the sector. And I've always said it, I still maintain the demographic dividend of India stands to benefit immensely if this sector keeps booming. The tourism, the hospitality, the aviation, because the direct jobs and the indirect jobs, the multiplicator impact of jobs is significant. Elections can come and go. I think it's good for the country and is good for everyone to have employment. And the more the people are getting employed, the higher will be the GDP growth, the higher will be the spend locally in the economy. And definitely, we are in that very good space. Of course, there'll be some headwinds. Of course, there'll be like a warning call came from US for travel outside of the US, right? It'll come and it will go. It is not going to stay long. I always used to give an example when I was living outside of India, 9/11, and I was working for an American company. When I used to travel to the US, planes were empty. So you could have all the possible seats that you wanted to have. It was the next time I saw that was in COVID. And it took a few years for the sector to bounce back because people were worried as planes could hit World Trade Center, right? And you had no chance of survival. Then came the Madrid bombing, then came the London bombing, then came, every time the impact kept getting as bad as it is, it kept getting shorter and shorter, and it became restricted to a few days. So unless there is a kind of a black swan event, I think these headwinds will come, but they will also go away quickly.
Let me put the maths here. Now, you shared a vision statement of 2025. If I put the maths, if I look at the margins, the growth, looks like you would be 1 year ahead to achieve whatever you indicated for 2025. Simple maths, margins, outlook, growth.
I wish everything would work on maths. So mathematically speaking, yes, that would be right. But practically speaking, something unknown keeps happening. So that's why we give a guidance over a business cycle. I think for a company that used to do on an average between 2008 to 17, 13, 14% margin, if we achieve 33%.
Is 30 the normal now for Indian hotels?
I think so. It's not because we are not focused on just one brand and one business. It's several brands, several businesses, and as I said, comprehensive asset management and the new ones driving the margin growth.